and welcome viewers. This is 2024 and I am Aishwarya Kapoor.
And I'm Shravan Sen. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on 2024, we take you through what's the sense on the ground. Remember, this is an exciting election. Phase 3 already underway. We get you what's the mood on the ground and the 3 big stories that we are going to get you tonight, which will give you a sense of what is the big takeaway.
That's the point, not 1 but 3 stories, and these are the top 3 stories on the top of 5.
From berating Ram Mandir to Muslim reservation. What exactly is the India Alliance agenda? That's the big question, Aishwarya, because given the fact that we see comments that have been made by India Alliance members with regards to Muslim reservation. Remember, Lalu Prasad Yadav today, ladies and gentlemen, made a statement with regards to a blanket Muslim reservation. Later on, an attempt that was made to make a U-turn.
No, U-turn or no. What is said is said. And it's no one else, Shravan, but Lalu Prasad Yadav. And anyone who understands politics of Lalu Prasad Yadav, he speaks to his alliance partners first. And that's why we are saying it's not only about RJD, but it's about the India Alliance.
Right.
The alliance which is headed by the Congress party. And why is Rahul Gandhi quiet on it? Why is Priyanka Vadra quiet on it? When Lalu Prasad Yadav calls for a Muslim quota.
First, let's take a look at the headlines and then we take you through the 3 big stories that we're getting to you tonight on 2024.
Yeah.
From berating Ram Mandir repeatedly to now openly calling for Muslim quota, the India Alliance has put a stamp on its ploy to achieve extreme polarization on the road to 2024.
RJD chief and India bloc leader Lalu calls for Muslim reservation.
Statement after statement by Samajwadi Party leaders insulting Ram Mandir. After Ram Gopal Yadav's useless Ram Mandir comment, now Gagan Yadav says we'll take out Ram for Ram Bhakts.
And Supreme Court defers order on Kejriwal's bail hearing. Enforcement Directorate says have proof of Delhi Chief Minister receiving kickbacks.
Shocking CCTV footage shows son of Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan thrashing petrol pump employee.
Yeah. And right on the top of 5, Shravan, this is the breaking news coming in, of whose visuals right there on our screens right now. Yes, the Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan's son is caught in CCTV cameras taking out iron rods out of the bunk of his car and thrashing people in Noida. It's being told a petrol pump, Shravan, in Sector 95. Visuals speak for themselves, Shravan.
Well, in fact, what you see on your screens is the CCTV footage that has emerged as the son of Aam Aadmi Party leader Amanatullah Khan is now, his statement is being recorded by the Noida police. In fact, what you see is this a short while back from a petrol pump where you can see Amanatullah's son having an argument, this altercation that took place in Noida, and thereafter we give it to understand an attempt was also made by Amanatullah's son to argue with the police too. The matter is now being investigated by the Noida police.
And now story number 1, Shravan. United to divide. Lalu Prasad Yadav, whom you also suggested, is now trying to take a U-turn. But what is said, viewers. And Lalu Prasad Yadav said, or called out for an open quota for Muslims. Yes, you are hearing this correctly, Shawan. And that's why I said, because it's Lalu Prasad Yadav, anyone, and I mean anyone, who's followed the politics of Lalu Prasad Yadav understands that he makes comments only after reference or only after discussion with his aligned partner. So this means that this comment which was made, viewers, for calling out for a specific Muslim quota was done after a chit-chat with the Congress party. Shawan.
Well, in fact, we'll also dive into the data behind it as to why exactly is the India Alliance time and again making this kind of a reference. Reference number one, ladies and gentlemen, starting with what Rahul Gandhi had to say about a nationwide X-ray to be carried out as far as the caste census is concerned. Earlier in the day, Lalu Prasad Yadav says that he goes back to his Mandal days politics, where he talks about the social status of the minorities. First, he specifically spoke about the Muslim reservation, and then an attempt was made to take a U-turn, a complete U-turn, where he essentially says that it is only about the social status and based on which the reservation would be given. Now this, remember, has also been taken up by the Prime Minister earlier in the day. First, listen in to what Lalu Prasad Yadav had to say, and then we also bring you that immediate comment that was made by the Prime Minister.
मंडल कमीशन मैंने लागू किया था। अब आरक्षण सामाजिक आधार होता है, धर्म आधार नहीं होता है। अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने संविधान समीक्षा आयोग बना दिया था और ये लोग यही चाहते हैं लोग कि ये जो थर्ड फेज का जो चुनाव हो रहा पूरा खुजली इनको खुजला रहा दे इनका, और हम थर्ड फेज में हम काफ़ी हमारे पक्ष में रिपोर्ट आ रहा है हमारे गठबंधन का, हम जीतेंगे।
But that was not it. The minute Lalu Prasad Yadav made that comment, which someone was just trying to explain, he understood the ramifications, or at least he got pressurized, maybe from Tejasvi or maybe from his own alliance partners, and that's why, just within not minutes but hours, he came out with this specific clarification. Please listen to the clarification, and you will understand, viewers, the clarification from Lalu Prasad Yadav.
मंडल कमीशन मैंने लागू किया था। अब आरक्षण सामाजिक आधार होता है, धर्म आधार नहीं होता है। अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने संविधान समीक्षा आयोग बना दिया था और ये लोग यही चाहते हैं लोग कि ये जो थर्ड फेज का जो चुनाव हो रहा पूरा खुजली इनको खुजला रहा दे इनका, और हम थर्ड फेज में हम काफ़ी हमारे पक्ष में रिपोर्ट आ रहा है हमारे गठबंधन का, हम जीतेंगे।
400 पार वाला बात लोग का हमेशा
400 पार का बात मतलब ये साइकोलॉजिकल एक असर देने के लिए लोगों के दिमाग में कि अरे यही जीतेगा। कहाँ से जीतेगा ये? 200 भी पार नहीं हो रहे हैं।
हर समय आरक्षण की बातें लोग कर रहे हैं कि खत्म करो।
हाँ, वो खत्म कराना चाहते तो पिछड़ा विरोधी लोग है ना, दलित पिछड़ा विरोधी है।
Well, in fact, this was an opportunity that the BJP has essentially sensed it, and the Prime Minister, taking a cue from it, referred to it in one of its rallies. What is it that he had to say?
Elections are on, viewers. Shawan, elections are on, and if Lalu Prasad Yadav, who himself is a veteran in politics, yes, his health has not been keeping up with him, but if he makes such a comment that comes out and calls for an open quota reservation for the Muslims, does the opposition not expect for the Prime Minister to pick it up? The Prime Minister will pick it up. But this is not for the first time that such comments are being made from the opposition.
But our senior editor Prakash says that this is done deliberately to basically look at the constituencies which are minority dominated. Hence, perhaps it's going to pay some dividends, is what some say.
This is Lalu Prasad Yadav. That's what I am saying from day one. He just doesn't make... He may sound that he is trying to make fun or he's making those light comments, but he understands politics better than several leaders, at least in the Congress party, Shawan, for so. And that's why I'm saying, when I mean for sure, he has made this comment after a lot of deliberation, after a lot of analysis. Bihar, there are at least at least 13 to 14 seats which are said to be minority dominated. So this comment will have a direct ramification on those.
So it's yet again the MY consolidation that the RJD is essentially working on, hoping that the Mahagathbandhan would be in a position to reclaim its lost ground. But remember, for the BJP, they're essentially looking at an opening once again. And this in Bihar, once again, the Prime Minister latching onto it, saying that the Congress party should give it in writing, that whether at all that they are going to take away the reservation from the others to give it to one particular community. Listen to what the Prime Minister had to say.
कांग्रेस तो चुप है, लेकिन आज इनके एक बड़े साथी ने इंडी गठबंधन के इरादों पर मुहर लगा दी। उनके एक नेता जो चारा खाने के कारण जेल में है, जो पशुओं का चारा खा गए, और अदालत ने जिनको सजा दी है, अदालत ने उनको सजा दी है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक सबने मान्य किया कि इन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया है। ऐसे उनके सागरित और इनकी बेशर्मी देखो, वो अभी जमानत पे आए हैं बाहर तबीयत के कारण, जेल में कैद थे, कैदी है, गुनहगार है, और अदालत ने उनको गुनहगार बना दिया है जी। अरे आपके गांव में भी अगर कोई 6 महीने जेल सजा काट करके आए ना, तो गांव वाले भी दूर रहते हैं, बेटी का व्यवहार करने से दूर रहते हैं। ये कांग्रेस वाले इतने गिर चुके हैं कि उनको माथे पे बिठा के नाच रहे हैं। अच्छा, उन्होंने क्या कहा, अभी अभी कहा है, पिछले 24 घंटे में ही उन्होंने कहा, ऐसे हाथ पछाड़ के बोल रहे हैं, मुसलमानों को आरक्षण मिलना चाहिए, और सिर्फ आरक्षण नहीं मिलना चाहिए, वो कहते हैं कि पूरा का पूरा आरक्षण मुसलमानों को मिलना चाहिए। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? यानी एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी समाज को जितना आरक्षण मिला है वो छीनकर ये लोग पूरा का पूरा आरक्षण मुसलमानों को देना चाहते हैं। आखिर ये लोग ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि यही वोट बैंक, उसी के सहारे वो अपने सांस गिन रहे हैं। बाकी तो उनका सब खत्म हो चुका है, कुछ बचा नहीं है।
This was our allegation from very beginning that Congress and India Alliance wants to distort reservation in order to facilitate backdoor entry for Muslims. Today, Lalu Yadav's statement has vindicated our apprehension.
And now it's time for story number 2, Shawan, on 2024. And it's about none other but the Delhi Chief Minister. Yes, he's still Chief Minister, viewers, and he's behind the bars. His case came up in the court. The court said we will decide later on the 20th. There was a lot of hype being built up, at least by the Aam Aadmi Party cadre, especially after the court said, Shawan, that they are looking or they are thinking that they can give interim bail. But it never happened because the ED opposed, right?
That's right. But Aishwarya, what we essentially promised a short while back was that we will also bring in the inside strategy of the Aam Aadmi Party. The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying the inside strategy here is that as Delhi goes to poll on the 25th of May, One of the biggest challenges that the Aam Aadmi Party faces is that their star campaigner, the principal challenger to the Bharatiya Janata Party, Arvind Kejriwal, is behind bars. They were hoping that today in the court, there would be some sort of an interim relief. Just a quick recap of what is it that the court had to say on this entire matter. On your screens right now are the arguments that have been put forth by the Enforcement Directorate in the Supreme Court. One, the fact that Arvind Kejriwal happens to be the key conspirator in the liquor scam, along with his colleague and the former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia. Remember, he too is behind bars. That's one. Let's take a look at some of the other key takeaways from the arguments that were made by both sides. The central agency being represented by the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta and the Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju. Arvind Kejriwal being represented by Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Senior Counsel. Now, Abhishek Manu Singhvi Aishwarya has argued that the need of the arrest, number one. Number two, that is it deliberately being done just during the elections? And remember, that is exactly what Justice Khanna has also referred to, asking this question to the Enforcement Directorate, whether at all this was an attempt that is being made to prevent Arvind Kejriwal from campaigning.
Well, that's right. A lot of other comments were also made that whether Arvind Kejriwal, viewers, and it's very important that if he is given an interim bail, Shaban, will he be allowed to act as the Chief Minister? Will he be signing documents? But the irony is that he has not even signed one document even when he was out. So whether he will be signing any file or not, that is clear that he is not. Whether he can act as a Chief Minister when he comes out or not. So all of these are questions. But politically speaking, in the middle of it, it's all hardcore politics. General elections are on. Aam Aadmi Party is missing Kejriwal like how? And rightly so. He is the think tank, he is the brain, he is the face, he is everyone. It's a one-man party. It's a party, viewers, which is controlled or was controlled, run, managed, handled completely by Arvind Kejriwal himself. So now, when the man, the brain, the face is behind bars, the leaders like a Saurabh Bharadwaj or an Atishi Singh or a Sanjeev Jha or the others just don't know. They just don't know what to do.
But let's also bring in the inside scoop, because what is essentially happening, Aishwarya, is that Sunita Kejriwal is now the star campaigner of the Aam Aadmi
Supposedly
Party. You've been tracking the party very closely. Do they really have something up their sleeves right now, something that would work as a trump card for them, hoping that things could actually change in the upcoming elections? What is it that they are really working on?
Shaban, they are only trying for a sympathy factor, but at the end of the day, a party which promised free water and free electricity has their main man, has the leader, the Delhi Chief Minister behind bars for a free liquor scam. We can't forget Daru pe Daru free, right? That is the whole allegation. That the manner in which you've done this excise policy scam, we can't forget the core is liquor. Liquor. And BJP is saying sympathy for what? For providing free liquor. So Aam Aadmi Party politically is saying this, all of this is being done, viewers, just to keep Arvind Kejriwal away from campaigning. Even today, if you see, the Delhi elections is on 25, right? Is on the 25th. 20th is the day when Arvind Kejriwal's now interim bail plea comes back again. So 4-5 days is not going to make that much of an impact. And that's what Aam Aadmi Party, which did a press conference, by the way, right after this, said that this is being deliberately done, the ED is doing that. But the core is they want their face, their brain, Arvind Kejriwal out for campaigning.
Well, in fact, this is the image that came in earlier in the day from the national capital. Kejriwal is a thief. Kejriwal must resign. Now, these are some of the slogans that were basically chanted by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, of course, they are cashing on the opportunity that they essentially see with Aam Aadmi Party star campaigner completely missing. In the last elections, too, remember, the Aam Aadmi Party in the Lok Sabha elections did not really open their account. But this time they were hoping that things would actually change. Take a look at this report.
One day after Delhi Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena called for a national investigation agency probe against Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party, BJP workers staged a protest outside AAP headquarters in Delhi.
केजरीवाल को देखिए वी आर डिमांडिंग फॉर इमीडिएट रेजिग्नेशन ऑफ अरविंद केजरीवाल फ्रॉम सीएम पोजीशन, क्योंकि वो आतंकवादियों के साथ लेन देन किए, इतने सारे भ्रष्टाचार करके जेल में हैं, उसके बाद पूरे देश के अस्मिता को खतरा में डालने का काम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो आतंकवादियों के साथ मिल करके भारत को तोड़ने का एक बहुत बड़ा षड्यंत्र कर रहे हैं और इसी बात को लेकर के पूरा देश चिंता में है।
देखिए, मैं उस जांच का स्वागत करता हूं। जो लोग देश के दुश्मनों के साथ खड़े हैं, जो लोग देश को तोड़ने की बात करते हैं, उनसे राजनीतिक चंदा लेना, 134 करोड़ रुपए लेना गंभीर विषय है। ये सीधा सीधा देशद्रोह का मामला है। ऐसे लोगों के खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
आम आदमी पार्टी लीडर सौरभ भारद्वाज has said that it's a political conspiracy against them.
जो आतंकी संगठनों से पैसा ले रहे हैं वो देश के दुश्मनों के एजेंट हैं। मैं सौरभ भारद्वाज से एक सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ, 2014 से 2022 के बीच में पैसा लिया है या नहीं लिया, इसका जवाब दें।
The Delhi Lieutenant Governor's claims has cast even more aspersions on the AAP government.
Well, in fact, one of the constituencies that there is a close watch on, ladies and gentlemen, is Amethi. Now, one was certainly hoping that this, Aishwarya, is going to be the biggest contest of 2024. Almost everyone was looking forward to having that fight between Smriti and Rahul. But
that never happened.
When you told us in the newsroom that that's not going to happen, in fact, Aishwarya was telling us that things are going to really change. And it has changed, ladies and gentlemen. Over to Aishwarya, who's been tracking Smriti very closely, and the inside details of what are we to really expect from that very constituency.
Well,
it's a difficult fight.
Oh yes, it is. And we have a whole constituency detailed report coming in. Our colleague Harsha is there, has spent 24 hours with the leader on ground, and we have the special report coming in. So please listen in, viewers.
No constituency has created as much noise as Amethi has. After Smriti Irani defeated Rahul Gandhi in the previous Lok Sabha elections, the Wayanad MP chose to skip the battle for Amethi Lok Sabha seat. In the 11th hour, the Congress party fielded KL Sharma to take on incumbent Amethi MP.
पहले तो कांग्रेस पार्टी का भारी हूं, जिन्होंने एक छोटे से कार्यकर्ता को इतनी बड़ी जिम्मेवारी के काबिल समझा। मैं आदरणीय खड़गे जी का, आदरणीय सोनिया जी का, आदरणीय राहुल जी का, आदरणीय प्रियंका जी का तहे दिल से आभारी रहूंगा।
Let's remind you, KL Sharma will be contesting the polls for the first time. And not just Smriti Irani, the BJP is confident that Congress conceded defeat even before fighting the polls.
उनके सारे चेले चपाटे कह रहे थे अमेठी आएंगे, अमेठी आएंगे, लेकिन अमेठी से भी इतना डर गए, इतने डर गए, वहां से भागकर अब रायबरेली में खोज रहे हैं रास्ता। ये लोग गुम कर सबको कहते हैं डरो मत। मैं भी आज उन्हें कहता हूं और बड़े जी भर के कहता हूं, अरे डरो मत, भागो मत।
Republic walked the campaign trail with Smriti Irani in Amethi.
अपने आप में एक भयावह सच जो है वो आज एक कांग्रेस के नेता ने सबके सामने प्रस्तुत कर दिया कि राहुल जी की मंशा है कि राम मंदिर के निर्माण के हेतु जो वर्डिक्ट आया उस पूरे वर्डिक्ट को वो पलटा देंगे। ये हम सब जानते हैं कि गांधी परिवार विशेषता सनातन धर्म के विरोध में रहता है। ये हम सब जानते हैं कि जब गांधी परिवार के पास केंद्र में सत्ता थी तो उन्होंने ये स्पष्ट कर दिया था अदालत में दस्तावेज प्रस्तुत करके कि उनके दृष्टिकोण से भगवान राम का कोई अस्तित्व नहीं। ये भी सत्य है कि गांधी परिवार एकमात्र ऐसा परिवार है जो पॉलिटिक्स के लिए तो सनातन धर्म के मंदिरों का दरवाज़ा खटखटाता है। इस बार वायनाड में नॉमिनेशन भरते हुए वो पूजा नहीं करते, लेकिन रायबरेली आकर पूजा करते हैं। तो उनकी जो रिलीजियस हिपोक्रेसी है, पॉलिटिकल हिपोक्रेसी है, वो सामने आती है। लेकिन ये सुबह से चलना कि वो राम मंदिर का निर्णय बदलना चाहते थे, उसका खंडन राहुल गांधी द्वारा ना किया जाना अपने आप में आश्चर्यचकित करने वाली बात है।
स्मृति जी, आपको एक और बात से अवगत कराऊंगी। आज एक कांग्रेस की नेता है राधिका खेड़ा, उन्होंने बीजेपी ज्वाइन कर ली। उन्होंने क्यों रिजाइन किया? क्योंकि वो अयोध्या में रामलला के दर्शन करने गई, अपने घर में आके उन्होंने झंडा लगाया। बतौर छत्तीसगढ़ के कांग्रेस नेताओं ने उनको कमरे में बंद किया, उनके साथ बदसलूकी की और बदतमीजी की।
सुना है कि रायबरेली में छत्तीसगढ़ के वो नेता आ रहे हैं राहुल गांधी को चुनाव लड़वाने जो राम मंदिर के खिलाफ है, तो उन्हें रायबरेली में अब जवाब देना पड़ेगा कि जो राम मंदिर की खिलाफत करते हैं वही राहुल गांधी को चुनाव लड़ाने क्यों आ रहे हैं।
Also in the fray for the Amethi seat is BSP's Nanhe Singh Chauhan. But do KL Sharma and Nanhe Singh Chauhan pose any challenge to the firebrand BJP candidate? Watch Republic on the 4th of June to find out.
माता की, भारत माता की।
That's all that we could pack in this edition of 2024.